Elfenstein, let's see what they have for us. Cut them down with a herring. Which of my brothers got brain damage? Ah, yes. Guts. He's missing a finger and he's got brain damage. I don't mind that at all. I mean, obviously the lower experience sucks, and the lower experience and initiative isn't that bad, particularly because he's got student to offset it. The extra resolve is just great. I think we've deserved a drink. We absolutely need to have a drink. I'm hoping we can find a flagellant with like 3 stars in resolve and 50 starting resolve. Ideally, I would also want a star in range defense and one in melee skills. And we can just power level the sergeant once we get him. Unexpected sight, ahoy strangers. Oh, this guy. I'm gonna tell him you'll only kill yourself. I've told the guy before, don't do it, and then he'll kill himself. Like an idiot. Well, my grandpappy once told me, you ain't gonna be smart, you better be tough, boy. We can actually try these guys. They are fairly cheap. And I mean, if they have the star distribution that I'm looking for, nope. Nope. He's a dumbass anyway, a disloyal dumbass, and he's greedy. Well, that only cost us like 200 gold. Ooh, an extra greatsword. Melon is a hammer rider. Hammer, 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 axe, hammer. Yeah, I still feel like Melon should actually be in that spot. Let's swap you two around. So we're not finding what we want, and I still need some more time to get healed up. Let's head south. We've been to Alsliv and Tunburg. It's stopping at Eisengrab. Tough times for Davkul's chosen, but of course it's entirely of my own making. So when I was asked whether a particular person had joined already, who was it you wanted to know? Riban96. So actually, for the next playthrough, I'm probably honestly after this season, I need to take a little break from Battle Brothers because my channel has become a little too Battle Brothers heavy. And I think we'll all benefit from like a little break. We'll take like a month-long break. And then when I come back, I will either do Anders the Mad. Yes, I don't think we've had an Anders the Mad yet. I don't see an Anders the Mad here. The next in line in terms of the names is New the Knight, Richard Wilde, and then Anders the Mad. But there must have been an Anders the Mad who's died, because I see him quite early on in the name. In the list of names. He must have been fired because we don't actually have an Anders the Mad active. Anyway, you're back on the list. Undead. 7 of them. 7 Necro Savants. I want nothing to do with that. Leave us alone. Good, they don't seem interested. And there's the bold. Okay. Yeah, 170 gold. Worth a try. Nope, not what we wanted. Oh, Andy's fragile. That's terrible. Okay, everyone's healed up. How are we in terms of repairing of our armor? We need to start getting some money coming in. Good, everything's fully repaired. Everyone's fully healed. Let's get the money back in. Relic has been stolen. I'm actually going to say no because it's not a house mission, a house affiliated mission, and I want to keep getting my reputation up. We are currently at open and we want to be at allied. This is taking very long to get there. Ugh, I don't want to fight that. Are they coming at us? They are. I mean, we can certainly win that fight, but it's going to hurt like hell. So as I was saying, in the next season, it'll either be a run where we do no restrictions on me whatsoever. I can do whatever I want. I want to try to do the best that I can. But I then might do it on expert, because this is veteran combat difficulty, veteran economic difficulty. And I might do expert and expert. What is this? Goblins East. It's fine, let's do it. Ooh, a disowned noble. Our money is a touch low. It probably was the ones that were chasing us. They want us to go take out. Fuckers. I'm just gonna start buying a lot more dogs. Whoopsie, that's not what I wanted to sell. Fuck's sake. That's what I wanted to sell. Tux east of Eisengrab. So we'll probably leave the crossbowmen behind. And then we'll just go with a full pikeman lineup against the goblins and just run at them. Thing is, as much as I'd like to, hire that noble, we're still trying to get cultists for everyone, and that's like what 3,000 gold. And if he doesn't have what I want, yeah, I know which others are good as well. But again, it's like looking for, because I need a very very particular set of skills. I need stars in resolve, and I need stars. Okay, that's a minimum for a sergeant. I also need stars in range defense and melee skill. So it's like, it's like a slot machine. Every time you hire someone, you pull the slot machine. And you have to get the right dials for that particular role. And in the current economic climate we're in, with 3,500 gold, I can't afford to pay 1,200 gold for a single pull of the slot machine. It's just part of the restrictions that I've placed on myself in this campaign. Cultists only. Well, we're halfway there. We've got 7 cultists. And there's always a chance that disowned noble would become converted, but if he doesn't have the skills that I need for a sergeant, I'm just stuck with an extra brother. This is half the reason why my next campaign I don't want to have any restrictions on me. But I do worry about expert mode. I've played a lot of expert offline and it's just not fun, because the game doesn't become any more fun for playing expert. It just becomes more grindy and more frustrating. A few ambushes and many wolf riders. I think we'll take this on at night just to make the wolf riders a little bit less threatening. Oh right, we've actually lost 2 of our guys, so yeah, our crossbowmen will have to be in this fight. I don't really bother with 200 weapons against these wolf riders. They are so dodgy and tough to hit, and yet they are pretty easy to kill. So I want more reliable damage against them. And the swords are, I think, the best way to do it. An axe or a pike? I think the pike is what you need. Ooh, and dogs. Loads of dogs. Well, we've got a whole day to kill this. Just run around and do some exploring, I suppose. Well, Frick, that is true. You've been a little bit of unfortunate with the old name requests. Night Dweller's Temple. There's definitely going to be some nice unique items in there. So what has it actually got? A plethora of ancient auxiliaries. But the scary part there is the many necrosavants. That's like 8 necrosavants. Is there a max value to the brown stats? What do you mean brown stats? Oh, like resolve and melee skill. I read somewhere that resolve has a 145 as its maximum. Melee skill and all the other skills, I don't think they do have a max value. And hang on, these should all be kite shields rather than round shields. Nasty little fucking archers. God, I hate them. They are the worst. Night time. That's only a few ambushes, it'll be like 3 or 4 of them. I should have gotten the pikes out on the archers. Oh, 60%, it's actually worth trying then. 48%. As opposed to... The pike would be a little bit more accurate. Great work, men. Fine work. Hold the line, boys. Normally I would riposte and shield up if it was a wolf rider with a sword. It's just got that little spear, so it's not that dangerous. Oh, Tau! Yeah, good point. It's little details like that I'm getting wrong consistently now. It's not good. Nasty little fuckers. That, friends, is why you riposte against goblins. It's like the goblins are super annoying, but as the game goes on and you get better armor, they're not that threatening. Like, I mean, their weapons can't really do much against armor. I mean, you can certainly still go down against them. They are still dangerous. But my boys are just too big and beefy for them. Boss struck Tim. They do dodge a lot. I feel like if at a minimum you have like reinforced male hauberks on most or all of your front lines, you don't have too much to worry about. What do you mean, Total War Warhammer? I could play a bit of that as well. You guys should let me know if you have any interest in watching me stream that. I quite enjoy Total War Warhammer. It's night time. That was never going to hit. But worth a try nonetheless. See? Easy. I'm just going to run at these little ambushes. I don't actually want to release the dogs because the dogs will just get killed and that's going to waste our money. If we co-op it, I'm going to get so salty because I'm not very good at it. I enjoy the orcs the most, but their gameplay is a little frustrating because you always have to keep fighting. In terms of how the races play, I enjoyed the Empire the most. You get strong economy, massive armies, lots of them. They're pretty cool units, like with their magic that they use as well. The Griffins are amazing. Co-op instead of head-to-head. But I think if we're going to do it, we should all play against each other on the big world map. Well fought, men. Not much in the way of rewards, but that was a nice, good little mission that hasn't cost us too much. Any level ups of no consequence. Nice, 78 at level 8. This is more promising. And he's got good fatigue, and he's got okay melee defense. Of no consequence is becoming quite promising now. I think we can give him Lone Wolf and chuck him out on the flank now. And then Guts can become like a backline person because he doesn't have huge fatigue anyway when he has that flail out. The Pie actually needed Lone Wolf. Guts does have Lone Wolf, so then maybe it's Pie who shouldn't be out on the flanks there. Hang on a second, let's take a look at the fatigue numbers here. Not bad. $82 with that loadout. Nice. Okay, still the helmet. Excellent. Of no consequence. I think he's finally ready to take his place out on the flanks. Off by himself. Same for Guts. And then Pie. Okay, now you're a Flail Raider. You've still got excellent melee skills, so maybe you should be on the front line. We've kind of leveled the brothers in a way that it's kind of not looking that great anymore. I'll tell you what, of the 3 Sword Raiders, we'll take Davkul, who is the weakest and the least accurate, and he can go on the back lines for a bit. And then Pie can he can still use his big flail, but just single target attack with it. He's got loads of fatigue. Got Iron Lungs. Davkul's a Sword Raider, so let's give him that as a secondary weapon and a big axe primary weapon. Okay, excellent. Hammer Raider. Bam. Sword Raider. Flail Raider. Sword Raider. Hammer and flail. Nice. Can't wait to see Of No Consequence go to work with this giant Great Axe. Got nice melee skill. That'll be plus 15% of that when he's off by himself, so he'll be upwards of 80 odd. And his melee defense could be better, but... And he's got excellent... He's got the best armor we have. And Battleforged. I think he'll be fine. Very nice. Turn to Tunborg, but let's stop in at Gronenfest and see if we can't find ourselves a candidate for a sergeant. I love how peaceful this game is. Dawn breaks, lovely music plays. Just had a successful mission. Find a kid wearing a rather opulent chain. Back off, men. Not worth it. Because, I mean, you can get like a ring out of that, you know, which is worth like 200 and something gold. This is a grave robber. But if that event goes badly, then your brothers suffer some wounds, which obviously really sucks. The Grave Robber, I think, also has decent fatigue, decent resolve. But no, he's clumsy and asthmatic, so you are fired. Search for a sergeant continues. We're carrying way too much junk. I feel like we are. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 daggers up front. I don't need all these daggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only, oh no, wait, hang on, 9 swords, so one of these can go. Don't need that. Don't need that, or that. Any of that. Food could be good. Onward, let's go get paid. It qualifies as an enemy trading caravan because Hemel are still so pissed off with us. How are they still? They're still threatening. Okay, it's gotten better. I mean, I accidentally control clicked on them like 3 months ago and they still fucking hate us. They're so butthurt. How long have we been recording for? Wow, live for 2 hours. Okay, only been recording for 20 minutes though. We'll do another half an hour here. Nice, a 2-skull mission. So disowned noble, hunter, bastards don't have... Oh, perfect. Monk, please have the right stars. Resolve, yes. I think that's okay. But he's asthmatic. Oh. That means he's only going to recover 10 per turn. Okay, so I'll tell you what, we'll make him a B-team sergeant. We'll use him because he has got decent starting resolve and 2 stars, and he's got stars in fatigue. And his range defense is 9 to start with, so he can be good, he can be okay. But we're going to have to put quite a lot into him. And we are 100% going to have to take recover on him. Look at the 42 fatigue. I don't think he's going to be a long-term solution as a sergeant, but we'll just use him in the meantime. Ugh. Asthmatic. That is the worst. Literally the worst. So we need to start taking jobs in. Especially if it's a patrol mission. How much are you talking about? Pay us more. Excellent. So where is a training hall? Yes, Penadine, you've said so multiple times. And as I've explained, I'm not prepared to spend 1200 gold. Because it's very unlikely that they have the star distribution that I want. As you've seen with this with this monk, he's got the stars where we want them, but then he's got that trait which makes him, in the long run, he's not a realistic option. We can try the dog keeper. He's only 200 gold. No, I mean the two stars there in mini skill are nice, and the star there is good. But we've got enough frontline guys, and he's not a cultist, so he's got to go. The problem I have is if I hire that 1200 gold witch hunter and he doesn't have stars in resolve, I kind of feel like I have to keep him because I've spent so much money in him or on him. But then he's ultimately not going to be a long-term solution. Also, all of my frontline guys, I'm not really looking to replace them, so if I were to hire that adventurous noble and he had a star distribution that made him good for the front line. Ooh, there's a leader there. Shall we take him on? Yeah, we need heads. There's a leader there. And hopefully that leader will have some nice armor for us. It's a daytime fight, which is always risky, but I don't want to run around until it gets dark to avoid them. So what are the chances Hubert, the sergeant, is actually going to get through this fight? Almost zero. Yeah, Wolfric makes a good point, and like, I mean, also, if we were in a slightly different part of the campaign where, like, that adventurous noble, if I could actually do something with the gear that he has, you know, then maybe. Some marksmen, that's like 4 or 5 of them. Let's hope for bows and not crossbows. Only one little tier 1. Okay, that's not so bad. And we've got high ground, perfect. They should come to us, and a couple of shots with our crossbowmen will hopefully, as soon as we kill 1 or 2 of their crossbowmen, I'll see them running at us. I'll see what the to-hit percentage chances are for my crossbowmen. If it's like below 40%, we'll just run at them. Okay, we can't even get them in range. Although, 87%. Let's just stay where we are, because we can just shoot down their frontline guys who don't have shields. Their bowmen are not going to hit us, especially at a height disadvantage. And their bowmen aren't that threatening. I'm just ending my turn here. I mean, I was shooting at 87% accuracy at that raider. He should die pretty damn quick. Okay, Jeb, who do you have in range? That raider, kill him. Good man. That should persuade them to run at us. Ooh, customers. And on the topic of buying expensive recruits, fine. Oh, nice. That's lamellar armor. So I still maintain what I've said is a decent way of looking at it. But if we're talking about something like a hedge knight that's wearing scale mail and he has a gigantic axe, even if he turns out to be shit, he's still carrying 5,000 gold worth of gear. So I'd be more inclined to hire that hedge knight. Man, if I had archers instead of these crossbowmen, we'd be doing so much more damage. Warbows are so much better. But overall, in terms of this season, I've really enjoyed it. I think we've done a lot better than I expected. I did not realize how tough it was going to be to get our hands on as many cultists as we wanted. It also kind of puts into perspective how freaking tough it must be and how long it must take to actually get the Davkul's armor. I'm just taking a little think about what I would want my next season to look like and what restrictions we'd want to place on ourselves. Honestly, I kind of want to have a season where we don't place any restrictions on us and we just allow ourselves to, you know, have the best team we can. It wouldn't look too different from what we have now. I would still want the 7 guys up front, all with 2-handed weapons, but I would change up my backline. I would go for it would be bannerman, bowman, crossbowman, bowman, sergeant. So then I've got 2 guys on the back flanks here who can raise morale in, you know, that sort of AoE, and then it'll gives me the 3rd archer. I've done a fair amount of experimenting with that loadout offline, and it's incredibly successful. Oh, that's a mistake, leaving a archer out in the open like that. Jeb finally does something useful. Well done. Well done, Jeb. Well done, Jungian. and Headhunter is stacking up. The next hit is going to be a headshot. What's his to hit the head chance? 25 plus 45, that's a 70% chance to hit the head. Good lord. Well, that kind of makes sense because so just getting to all cultist can take hundreds of days because of how rare they are to find. Particularly like in this map seed. In this map seed, there's really only that one city that's giving us cultists, and how rare it is to get the conversion events. And then even if you do get the conversion events, getting the Sacrificer Brother for Davkul is so rare. So at this point, we're at a bit of a crossroads. We can either keep playing through to go to the next endgame crisis and get through that one and just make this a centenary, not centenary, an annual type of run through where we get to the 365 day mark, or we start again, veteran again. I don't think I want to do expert just because, as I've explained, expert's difficulty, it's not fun. It's more difficult, but it's just so much more grindy, and your margins are so much smaller, and you're struggling for so much longer. So it'll be veteran again. But I think if we do another playthrough, if that's what we decide to do, I don't see myself placing. No, well done, Jeb. These restrictions on myself. So I could go either way. I'm quite happy to keep playing with Davkul's Chosen. So I'll leave it up to you guys, the viewers. Let me know in chat and in the YouTube comments on this video whether you think we should keep going or start a new one. Oh, whoopsie, microphone. Now they've obviously lost 1, 2, 3, 4 brothers. Now they come running at us. Interesting, they're only like half running at us, they're not committing. Well, we can still wait. I think my 2 crossbowmen should be able to kill this guy. The more of these nerds we kill before we fight the leader, the better. Gives us a better chance of not having to destroy his armor. Ah, great hits. That was the headshot. Look at that. That did 3/4 of his hit points. God, that's brutal. Crossbows are situationally better, you know, when you're shooting at heavily armored targets, but it kind of feels like of all the targets you tend to shoot at, more of them are lighter armored or not armored at all, and therefore being able to shoot twice and get more berserk procs. I think, yeah, objectively, I think warbows are just better than these crossbows. There are, of course, situations where the crossbows are better, but I think it's very few situations. I feel like it's time to start running at them now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll pick the right moment. I want their archers to shoot first and then we'll run at them. Okay, it's time. Go get them, boys. Yes, Jungian, great shot. Axe or... yes, axe. Kill. Oh, I don't have quick hands on him. I gotta stop doing that. Oh. See, I skipped quick hands on him. Oh, Jeb. Finally coming to the party is Jeb. Hey. Look at you. A-hole. Thanks, Penadon. Sorry about that, dude. I've never actually encountered that before where you only have one resolution option. Have you done any Googling to see what people are saying online? Has anyone ever got that issue before? That's very, very strange. Because in the past, I've had people say that the opposite, that they only have the lower resolution. So I don't know what's going on with you, dude. It's unlucky. I'm sorry that's happening. Great shot, Jungian. Tim, get him. Or miss, that's also an option. Right, it's a sword rider. Get him. Yes. Of no consequence. See, look at this. Here is Lone Wolf proccing. So 87 melee skill and 17 melee defense. Instant decapitation. Yeah, Lone Wolf can be pretty cool. Campana, get him. I only have auto and 1080. That's really, really weird. Okay, I'm going to do some Googling once I'm offline to find out what that's all about. My suspicion is that it's something to do with Twitch, because maybe it's me actually. I did recently change some settings to make it less demanding. But I mean, I turned my settings down because I was struggling to stream XCOM. I can't imagine how they would only give you one resolution option. Oh my god. Crossbows. I need to get Patton out of there. He can't take one more of those crossbow hits. Oh my god, all these javelin hits. Nice. That really, really hurt their morale. They didn't like that at all. Fuck off. I should have waited and broken his shield first. Careless. Patton, you should actually go bravely hide in a bush. Yo, close. The old flail, eh? Look quite useful. Yeah, you better run. Shit. Nice dodging of no consequence. Oh, back to ribs. Yes, Jungen's been a beast this fight. Well done, mate. We're gonna surround this guy so quick and so easy. He's gonna have a bad time. Patton, you've got that net, don't you? Gotta net this nerd. I'm actually gonna conserve your fatigue until he's fully surrounded. And I'm actually not gonna destroy that shield. With the full surround, we would have we'll have enough accuracy to hit him. No problemo. Nice dodging. I mean, I've played like 600 hours in this game, but listening to the guys go ooh, 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 as they get stabbed still continues to amuse me to no end. I guess I'm a simple man. Audio is really good, thank you. So as you can probably see, I've moved my mic closer to me, and I've got some I've got a compressor, a noise gate, and an FIR. I'm not sure what it stands for, but it strips out below certain frequencies, which then hopefully removes some of the lower level irritating noises. I still need to put some audio cancelling foam up on the walls, which will help with some of the echoey sounds. I still want to get myself sounding a bit more, you know, buttery. When I listen to the Coptional podcast or anything Total Biscuit does, I think like Total Biscuit probably has the best audio setup I've ever heard, but I think he's got a better microphone. This is a blue snowball, and he's got a Rode 210. Okay, Campana, what do you need? You've got Berserk, you've got Killing Frenzy. I think Fearsome is what we want, because we're going to be fighting enemies that will actually be affected by Fearsome. And he's at level 11 with no student. It only took, how long has he been with us? 118 days. Wow. Who actually is level 11 and does have student? Just so we can compare. $97 days, level 9 at 97 days. Level 11 at 118 days, but he's got 103 kills. You've got half the kills. Okay. I still think student's the way to go at level 1. I think that's established at this point. That resolve isn't that high. Well done, Campana. You're level 11. Evgen, the Sword Rider. I wonder if I'll move him to the front line. But no, I do need actually a Huskal that can rotate people out. I could sort of change his role. Losing that Huskal means I need another Huskal. Essentially turns Davkul into a B-team fighter. He's got a star in Resolve, but it's far too late to make him our sergeant. He's level 48. I'll tell you what, we'll make him a B-team Sword Raider. And then when either Tim or Krytar are injured, he gets some time on the front lines. Yeah, who do we give this lamellar harness to? Someone who can handle the -2 in fatigue. Would be you, Pi. You can even wear a heavier helmet as well. Good man, that looks better. Actually, Hubert, I think I'm going to give you a mail shirt just so you have some sort of fatigue. Yeah, so I'll keep leveling him as a Sword Rider. He needs quick hands. He's likely to be in the front of, or in the middle of the formation, so he doesn't need Lone Wolf. I think he needs Berserk now. So that also means we are on the lookout for a Huskal. So we can hire one of those classes you guys were suggesting that might be good as a sergeant. Something like a Disowned Noble or an Adventurous Noble or a Squire. Hopefully they have the star distribution we want for a sergeant. If not, maybe they'll have the star distribution that can make them an okay Huskal. Just gotta see what we get. Ouchie. Nice, we're getting a bunch of heater shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Need to use those. Right, hang on. Injury wise, where's the nearest temple? Hamburg. Cheeky erupt here. What do you guys think? Let's hire Ulf. Let's give him a try. The Otto is actually a decent. He's only 455, and militiamen can be amazing. Okay, he doesn't have the skills that I want for particularly a Huskal or a sergeant, so he's got to go. 400 gold wasted. Well, I agree TB's a bit of a snob, but I don't take it like the wrong way or take him that seriously about it, you know? Ooh, look at that! Engulf the brigands on a two-handed sword. If only I had 12,000 gold. 85 to 100, 121 versus armor, shield damage to 21. Wow, that's an amazing sword. I don't suppose I could liquidate all my assets and get that awesome sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God, that's an amazing. Can't we steal it? Damn. I want bad. Okay, let's go fight in Crypt of Ogmar. Anyway, it's been 46 minutes, so we'll take a little break here. When we come back, we'll go clear out Crypt of Ogmar. So, it's most likely going to be one of those zombie and Geist fights. So I think we want round shields, spears, and primary weapons. I've got no issue with TB. I find him very, very entertaining. He can be a little bit hyperbolic at times, but that's just, you know, style. And I think he's a legit journalist. I mean, he's really professional, and he's not unfair. Sometimes he'll kick off on the optional podcast, but that's just because he's trying to be entertaining. I really enjoy his stuff. Maybe we should just camp a little bit until some of these bits of armor we've got have been fully repaired. But then it's going to be dark, so no, let's not wait any further. Okay, that was a good little episode. When we come back, we'll be taking on Crypt of Ogmar, which is going to give us the necessary heads we need for the bounty. We'll go hand it in and get paid. Let me know whether you guys want me to kick on with this campaign or whether we should start afresh. Have a little think about it, and yeah, see where we go.